Hey everybody, Alan Weber here from the Mayor's office. Happy Friday afternoon. The sky is blue, the sun is out. We're doing well. We're doing well. When we think about the spread of the coronavirus, COVID-19, I have the data right here. For the last week, the last 7 days, we've averaged one new case a day. One new case a day. We're up to 79 in Santa Fe County. Sadly, as of yesterday, there were 44 deaths in New Mexico. 1,597 total cases in New Mexico. Yesterday, the state, outside of us, the total state number was 116 added. We know where the hot spots are. They're in the northwest corner of the state. They're over in Farmington. They're down in the southeast corner. We have to be concerned about the Pueblos. Our Native American friends and family members have been hit hard by coronavirus. We have to have fair testing. We have to have accessible testing. We have to have resources available for everybody. But most important, we have to stay home, stay safe, stay healthy. When you get one, wear a mask, wear a mask. Wear it when you go out. Wash it. Keep it clean. Keep it sanitized. Put it on when you go out into public and show other people that you are keeping yourself safe and you're keeping them safe. Practice good social distancing. That's the key. We have to do social distancing, hand washing, hand sanitizing, and stay home. If we do that, we will break the back of the COVID virus. We will be a state and a city where the numbers are low, where people are healthy, where we lose nobody, and we all make it through together. So that's where we are on a Friday afternoon. Those are the numbers, those are the data. There are some forecasts. Forecasts are subject to change. Yesterday I heard that the forecast for New Mexico, the peak, is the third week of May. What that tells me is, number one, we're doing well. We're flattening the curve. But it also tells me we've got to stay the course. We can't get frustrated. We can't get anxious. We can't lose focus. We can't give up our discipline. Now, I do, from time to time, still hear from people who are practicing social distancing, not wearing a mask, not staying 6 feet away. It's okay to say something. It's okay to mention politely that we are all in this together, and that the way we break the back of the coronavirus is by looking after ourselves and each other, being responsible for ourselves and each other. One case a day, if we keep that up, our doubling rate will be so low, we will be safe and healthy, and will keep each other safe and healthy. Report today from our police department and the chief. As you would expect, with people staying home, staying safe, wearing masks to stay safe, we are seeing a reduction in crime in Santa Fe. Year to date, overall crime in Santa Fe is down 33%. Now, there are some areas where it's going up because of people needing to get their hands on stolen goods. Residential burglary has gone up about 17%, but overall larceny is down 22%. Aggravated assault, thankfully, is down. So even though we're all home together, we're being thoughtful, considerate, and generous to each other. Maybe doing some healthy meditation, yoga, losing the stress by breathing, getting some exercise at home. If you do go to a park or a trail, remember, just because you're outside doesn't mean it's okay to cluster together, to go beyond the governor's number of 5 people in a gathering. Stay apart. Stay 6 feet apart. If you're sitting on a park bench, sit apart. Be the bookends on the park bench. Wear a mask. That way we keep our health numbers down and we end up with our crime rates down as well. We're doing really, really well. And I thought I would also give you a quick report on what your city government has been doing to deal with the COVID crisis. Last Wednesday night was the first meeting of our new Quality of Life Committee. In the past, the City Council has been organized traditionally with 3 main City Council committees. A Finance Committee, of course, looking over the city's finances, and there's a very important Finance Committee meeting coming up Monday night. We had a Public Works Committee that looked after all of the construction, the streets, the roads, the bridges, our Public Works agenda. And we had a Public Utilities Committee that looked after water, sewer, the utilities of the city that keep us running. Well, as of the end of the year last year, we changed that. We created 3 committees still. We combined the Public Works and Public Utility Committee into one, because frequently a lot of the projects are the same, whether they go to a Public Works department or a Public Utilities department. They're dealing with construction, they're dealing with infrastructure. So we put those 2 pieces together. We kept the Finance Committee, and we added a Quality of Life Committee to talk about all the things that affect the people of Santa Fe, whether it's residential quality of life, family quality of life, questions of equity, fairness, recreation. All of those are quality of life issues that need a committee where the city council members become subject matter experts to review the policies and the practices and provide oversight in their role as city council members. This Wednesday night, last Wednesday, this week, we had the first Quality of Life meeting. And thankfully, we stood that committee up at a time when there was no COVID-19 crisis, but now that there is, that's a great place to take issues, concerns, again, oversight, policies, to see how we're doing as a city. So our Economic Development Director, our Public Works Director, our Community Services Director put together a progress report to the Quality of Life Committee. Excuse me while I duck out for a second. The cover of it looks like this. It says, COVID-19 response, how city is meeting community needs. It has been or will be posted on the city's website, and you can go through it yourself. It's a very comprehensive report. What I thought I would look at with you today for this end of week summary report to you were some of the accomplishments that our Community Services Department has done since the start of the COVID-19 crisis. So here's a list of accomplishments. I think they're pretty impressive. I think you'll agree that our team, your team in city government, has been stepping up and delivering to the community critical and very essential services to help us all not just stay safe, but stay well and live well even under hard circumstances. So, accomplishment number 1. Senior Services restructured its entire operation to serve and deliver 3 times the number of home-delivered meals to our seniors and other hungry residents of Santa Fe. 3 times the meals. Libraries retooled to deliver more content. Books for babies and story times. 152 new library cards have been issued Even when the libraries are closed, people want access to those e-books, those e-films, movies, the poetry reading. You can even apparently watch the mayor read Winnie the Pooh if you go to the public library. Youth and Family Services have developed a community partnership for summer remote learning. And our municipal court has now begun pre-trials, hearings, and drug court using telephone communications rather than in-person hearings so that we can continue with timely justice but not risking people's health. Next accomplishment. We focused on some of our most vulnerable Santa Feans, our people who are experiencing homelessness. We reduced, or helped reduce, the number of people staying at the Interfaith Shelter and at the St. Elizabeth Shelter by 67%. Thinned down those tinder boxes where disease, where the coronavirus could take off and start a flash fire. By reducing the number of people in the shelters, we reduced the risk. We coordinated with the Department of Health, funding hotel rooms and working in close partnership with the staff at those vitally important shelters. Coordinated with Christus, La Familia, the county, and other providers to help Public Works operationalize an emergency shelter at Midtown. We've been serving guests there at a individual safe room shelter since the 28th. And today there are something like 19 guests who are staying safely at the Midtown campus. We allocated and are spending $255,000 in emergency funds for agencies in a new platform called the Connect Network, where people who need some kind of help can register on a single website. You can find it on the city's website and identify their specific needs, whether it's food, shelter, clothing, health care, transportation. You go to the Connect platform, register, and a navigator, we have 100 community navigators to help deliver social services to our community members who need some help. We added software systems and 10 new partners to the Connect network. We launched that portal on the 15th in collaboration with our friends at the county and have already started coordinating the delivery of services from that portal, from that platform. When it comes to small business and helping the backbone of our economy, the small mom and pop shops that make up Santa Fe's economy, we know you're hurting. We know you need help. We know how important you are to Santa Fe, how much you define Santa Fe. The first accomplishment, we launched a resource webinar with our friends at SCORE, the senior retired executive service, where really experienced business people provide advice to people who may need some extra help in English and right now in Spanish. Over 500 businesses registered to attend that first one. There's another one going on right now as I'm speaking to you in Spanish, a bilingual effort to reach out to all parts of our community and underscore how important small, medium-sized mom and pop businesses, mom and pop enterprises are. The entrepreneurial community of Spanish-speaking and immigrant business people is at the heart of Santa Fe. We worked with the State Department of Economic Development, New Mexico Workforce Solutions, and we are working with our enterprise ecosystem partners, all the network, to help support and get small business loans and other support for companies that need help. Worked with our local banks, working to really move the paper or the electronic registration to get money into our community to keep those businesses up and running. We've been operating weekly Spanish language Facebook Live business resource forums. Our friends at Somos and at our Economic Development Office worked collaboratively. Here's a really amazing fact about how generous, thoughtful, and entrepreneurial Santa Fe is. Falling Colors, one of our remarkable high-tech companies here in Santa Fe that does analytics on healthcare systems, has a foundation. The Falling Colors Foundation set up a bridge relief fund for small mom and pop businesses, making small grants available to help those mom and pop businesses weather this storm. We've launched a Wi-Fi hotspot in parking lots. It's non-5G, it's just a relay transfer station at 2 Southside City Libraries coming next month. We've got the technology on order, we'll be installing it, and then there'll be 6 or more public school locations where students, young people, can go get their distance learning lessons downloaded to their Chromebooks or iPads and continue their education. There's an amazing website that we launched, our economic development team launched, alltogethersantafe.org. It's a phenomenal website with all the information, all the resources you need. If you're an individual with a financial or economic question, if you're a business and you're looking for help, alltogethersantafe.org has it all together in one place. Our economic development team has been working with Make Santa Fe and local makers, people who know how to use digital printing and other technology to make masks and sanitizers, up to 1,000 of them, and those will be distributed at Food Depot and other takeaway locations. That's a huge gift to the community. The Food Policy Council has been working with the Food Depot and other food providers to look at different tiers of ways we can deliver good quality fresh food to the community, to those who would be hungry otherwise. We're very fortunate. A really good guy named Robert Eggers, who used to run kitchens in both Washington, D.C. and Los Angeles, is now a Santa Fe resident, and we've tapped him to lead our effort at organizing an urban food security network. We're partnering with the Community Foundation to provide funding for food supply and a distribution program. And YouthWorks, one of our amazing local nonprofits, is providing 3 prepared meals a day to isolated and quarantined homeless people who are at the Midtown campus. That's a lot of work in a very short period of time, improvising, innovating, entrepreneuring a city response to the COVID-19 crisis, taking the healthcare issue head on and then looking at the other implications, whether it's food, shelter, or economic assistance, to take a good, strong, united effort into the community and help everyone stay safe, stay healthy, also stay well in terms of their food security, housing security, and ultimately job security. It's been a busy week. It's been a very, I think, hard week. These are not easy days. Some days are harder than others. Some days we think, boy, I need a walk. I need to go for a hike or a jog or a bike ride. Or I just need to shut down and take an afternoon rest, read a book, talk to a friend on the phone. These are not easy times. Let's be honest with each other. There's a lot of stress. There's a lot of concern. Parents are worried for their children. Children are worried about their grandparents. The only thing we can do is be the best friends, the best community, the best Santa Fe we can be. It's up to each one of us to stay safe, stay healthy, stay home, but also stay nice, stay compassionate, stay empathetic, de-stress, cause less stress for yourself and others by remembering that we're all in it together. Send photographs to your friends and families of other times and other places. Write a poem and enter our library contest for What Does Santa Fe Mean to Me Even More Now? Let's see which part of the city, which district, which part of Santa Fe writes the most poems, wins the most prizes. This is a chance to have some creative fun in a period of time where we're all supposed to be home. You can sit down and write a poem, write a sonnet, write a haiku, write some blank verse. Look at the sky and say what it reminds you of. Talk to a friend on the phone or through email. Capture an email string and turn that into a poem. There's lots of room for creativity. There's lots of ways to end this week with a smile on your face, with optimism for our future, recognizing that as long as we keep those numbers down, an average of 1 a day, we're really doing a great job of taking care of each other, of being thoughtful, respectful, of being kind and generous to each other in a time where there's lots of parts of the world that aren't doing so well. So that's it for this week. Remember, stay safe, stay healthy, stay home. If you have to go out to run one of those essential errands, you need to go to a grocery store, wear a mask, wash your hands, take some sanitizer with you. Something that looks a little bit like this. And just put a little on your hands, keep it in your car. Figure out how to open it, apply it, and then rub it in. When you go into the store, keep your hands clean. When you come out of the store, if you've got your hand sanitizer in the car, put a little more on and keep your hands clean. Keep your hands away from your face. Wear a mask. Be nice to your friends and others. Be generous, be thoughtful. We're all in this together. We're going to make it. We're going to come out the other side. We're going to be a resilient community. We're going to be a victorious community. We're going to be a community that pulls everybody along. Anyone who needs help gets help. Anyone who can help should help. But most of all, stay safe. Keep the numbers down. If we break the back of the coronavirus, we can go on from there to a gradual reopening, and then we'll get back to the way of life that is so essential to Santa Fe and northern New Mexico. So until I see you on Monday, have a lovely, safe weekend. The air is fresh, the sky is blue. Stay separate if you go out on a trail. Exercise is good as long as it is safe exercise. And remember to be kind. Don't let the stress get you. I will see you on Monday. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay home. Take care.